long lines, frustrated customers, and overworked staff. Sound familiar? As pharmacies close their doors, the ones left standing are drowning in patients, with fewer resources to serve them. In today's world, these are the harsh realities behind the pharmacy counter and how economic pressures are making your prescription pickup more miserable than ever before. Welcome to That's Life, I swear. This podcast is about life's happenings in this world that conjure up such words as intriguing, frightening, life-changing, inspiring, and more. I'm Rick Barron, your host. That said, here's the rest of this story. Lately, picking up a prescription at the pharmacy might feel like a test of patience, but chain and independent pharmacies are struggling with severe staff shortages, resulting in lengthy waits and chaotic service. Shelves are often bare, and the overall customer experience has taken a significant hit. A J.D. Powell study found that customer satisfaction with physical pharmacies fell by 10 points in 2024. Running a pharmacy has become increasingly complex. Pharmacies have tried various strategies to keep its businesses alive, such things as using smaller bottles to cut costs, encouraging customers to use Venmo to avoid steep credit card fees, and expanding the variety of products on their shelves when they can. The big pharmacy chains aren't doing much better either. On September 3, 2024, Rite Aid announced it had exited bankruptcy after shutting down around a quarter of its locations. Over the past 3 years, CVS has shut down 900 stores, pointing to shifts in how consumers shop, while Walgreens is closing roughly 25% of its 8,600 locations, with CEO Tim Wentworth stating in a June 2024 earnings call that the current pharmacy model is unsustainable. Additionally, these large chains have struggled with a rise in shoplifting, prompting them to lock many items behind plastic barriers. However, this security measure has only worsened the situation by frustrating and driving away customers. Drugstores locking many items behind plastic doors is working in favor of Amazon. Anti-theft measures in brick-and-mortar chains are helping to drive more customers to shop online and use Amazon's pharmacy business. Pharmacies are facing challenges partly due to shifts in consumer habits. During the pandemic, many shoppers turned to online options, and brick-and-mortar pharmacies saw a sharp decline in foot traffic. Unlike other retail sectors which have rebounded as in-person shopping resumed, pharmacies haven't experienced the same recovery. Even when customers come in for prescriptions, they often skip buying anything else, knowing they can find better deals online. In response, pharmacies have slashed prices, deepening their financial struggles and triggering further cuts to stay afloat. To manage rising costs, pharmacies are reducing their workforce. A pharmacist at a Walgreens in Wisconsin, who requested not to be identified to safeguard her job, recalls when she began 15 years ago, 4 pharmacists were on her team. They're often down to just 2 despite increased prescription and immunization demands today. The mounting pressure has caused many pharmacists to leave the field, worsening turnover rates. Patients are irritated. They're exhausted. They're stuck in longer lines and often served by someone who's barely had time to get trained. A common problem at all pharmacies today is a severe lack of staff, particularly technicians, who assist pharmacists but are in short supply. When technicians don't show up, pharmacists are left juggling multiple roles. Nobody understands the amount of pressure they're under. They're filling prescriptions, and meanwhile, the phone keeps ringing. 1 pharmacy call, 2 pharmacy calls, 3 pharmacy calls. You getting the picture? A deeper, more complex issue contributes to the struggles pharmacies face: how they're reimbursed for dispensing medications. Since most patients use insurance, pharmacies rely on pharmacy benefit managers to handle prescription drug coverage. These PBMs act as brokers, but apply significant influence because they control how many pharmacies are paid for each prescription filled. According to pharmacists, PBMs have been steadily reducing reimbursements year after year, often forcing pharmacies to lose money on high-demand medications like Ozempic. PBMs have this power because the 3 most prominent players, CVS Caremark, Express Scripts, and Optum Rx, dominate around 80% of the industry, while the top 6 control about 90% of the industry. According to a recent House Committee on Oversight and Accountability report, these PBMs leverage their massive market share to engage in anti-competitive behavior and prioritize profits. The report highlights that PBM's pricing structures are so unclear that they often overbill insurance companies and taxpayers by hundreds of millions of dollars. In July of 2024, the FTC staff reported on PBMs, highlighting that industry consolidation has given these companies significant control over the vast portions of the healthcare sector. The report goes on to claim that because PBMs own specialty pharmacies, they sometimes push patients toward these mail-order services rather than local brick-and-mortar pharmacies. Additionally, more PBMs are tied to large healthcare conglomerates, which include insurance companies and pharmacy chains, raising concerns about whether they're truly motivated to secure the lowest drug prices. For small independent pharmacies, PBMs pose a unique challenge. Larger chains have some leverage in negotiating with PBMs due to their size, but smaller pharmacies lack real bargaining power. According to the National Community Pharmacists Association, both independent and chain pharmacies are feeling the pressure. Pharmacies sign contracts with PBMs, but these agreements are heavily skewed in favor of the PBMs. If a pharmacy refuses the terms, they risk losing access to patients with specific insurance plans, essentially shutting them out of key business. The decline of independent pharmacies has led to the emergence of what they call pharmacy deserts, making it incredibly challenging for people to access their prescriptions. A 2024 study revealed that 15.8 million Americans now reside in pharmacy deserts, often in communities where many residents have only a high school education or less and lack health insurance. The economic challenges facing pharmacies today impact everyone. As more locations close, those that remain are overwhelmed with an increasing patient load, often with the same or fewer staff and resources. Unfortunately for frustrated customers, the issues of long waits and empty shelves will likely persist for the foreseeable future. Over the horizon is another issue: Amazon Pharmacy. Amazon is investing significantly in its pharmacy division to bring its trademark consumer-friendly approach to prescription medications. After acquiring the online pharmacy BillPack in 2018, Amazon launched Amazon Pharmacy in late 2020. John Love, president of Amazon Pharmacy, emphasized in a recent interview that the company's home delivery model is focused on improving access and affordability. At its inception, Amazon Pharmacy primarily targeted medications for chronic conditions, leveraging PillPack's expertise. Since then, it has broadened its offerings, investing in physical locations and enhancing logistics capabilities. And if someone knows how to do this, it's Amazon. John Love hit the nail on the head. We see our pharmacy as being digital first, allowing people to access it at any time, with it being accessible 24/7, especially in areas with limited pharmacy hours, and time is a premium, and it becomes an incredibly convenient option. He added that Amazon leverages technology to simplify the process for customers. Amazon's expansion into the pharmacy space comes when traditional pharmacies face mounting challenges. A prime example of Amazon's commitment to simplicity is its RX Pass program, introduced in January of 2023. Now, for a $5 monthly fee, members can have unlimited access to 60 generic medications delivered to their doorstep. Customers can also consult with a pharmacist 24/7 through this service. John Love highlighted that Amazon Pharmacy works closely with drug manufacturers to provide coupons, though many members haven't fully utilized these savings. The team focuses on transparency by showing prices up front, which has already seen positive results. John Love said, "We noticed that simply showing the copay for branded medications up front improved adherence without changing the actual cost. This led to greater customer engagement." Amazon's foundation of convenience plays a key role in its pharmacy business, as customers expect the same seamless experience they find in its other services. Love acknowledged that prescription purchases can be stressful, with patients often unsure if they'll pay nothing or face a substantial bill. The feedback we receive is that people appreciate the simplicity and clarity we offer, John Love stated. He also mentioned that patients are more inclined to be proactive about their health when they know they can get their medications at an affordable, predictable price. Although Amazon is still in its early stages of achieving rapid delivery, sometimes within minutes of a doctor's appointment, these quick turnarounds have been well received. Such experiences are rare in healthcare, John Love said. That's what excites us the most. So what can we learn from this story? What's the takeaway? The U.S. drugstore business is caught in a perfect storm, edged by customers and squeezed by insurance middlemen. Pharmacies are in shambles. With everything going digital today, like Amazon Pharmacy, the days of brick-and-mortar drugstores may be numbered. Well, there you go, my friends. That's life, I swear. For further information regarding the material covered in this episode, I invite you to visit my website, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, for show notes and the episode transcript. As always, I thank you for the privilege of you listening and your interest. Be sure to subscribe here or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss an episode. See you soon.